Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Never Open Podcast, the podcast open to everyone, except for Ren and Rita, and especially Clark Connors. You're my dog for real. My name is Luke. I am your host of the Never Open Podcast, and with me, as always, is Mr. Guy. Say hello, Mr. Andy.
Hello, Mr. Andy. Hello, Luke. Hello to the listeners. And Luke, I just always wanted to say to you that I don't want to lose you, but I don't want you to lose yourself.
No. Okay. Well, yes. All right. That's a good start, Mr. Guy. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. I'll try not to do that. And I'll do some professionalism right off the bat, right off on that note. There are ways that people can contact and interact with us if they wish to. We are on the Tweety because X is a fucking stupid name. Everyone told Elon, so now he knows and he'll change it, right?
You had some good interactions on the Tweety today, though, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the other day, too. Maybe we're bringing it back?
Yeah, maybe. Like, I was just like, I haven't done this for a while, so I'll just jump on and make a few silly comments. And yeah, it was fun. It was nice.
I like your silly comments personally.
Thank you. Anyway, we are contactable on the Tweety. I am at Grumpy2EB. Mr. Guy is at Drusifer Tweets. And collectively, we are at NeverOpenPod, which is where I was doing the tweeting on these shows. Where if you want to send us a written or voice email, you can do that too. NeverOpenPod@gmail.com. Also, if you got any of that Sasha Banks money, kick it our way. We have a Teespring store where you can buy merch that'll make you look never as far.
Hey,
and if you're watching the video, you got to see me. Hey, I'm wearing some merch, so you'll see that. So look us up on the YouTubes. We're the Never Open Podcast. You can't miss us. We're there. Logo, everything. Me
pretty
and the
cool.
mustache.
There for a while there. If you searched, it was like 50 other things came up, and then we were up. Because YouTube is an asshole. But now our site comes right up. Our most popular video. And
is the Brian Jonestown Massacre
all about wrestling? This podcast is.
Yeah, maybe that helped us because we got like fucking a couple thousand hits on that infamous concert, rather than we'd rather have thousands of wrestling fans watch us, but we love the tens that do right now. They're very nice.
We don't get any attention. It's all right if we get a little attention. I'm not mad at that.
Just a tiny bit, yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, it's all right.
So you watched the Clark Connors movie trailer, 100 Proof or whatever it was, or 100 Foolproof or whatever it is. Tell me all about this.
You brought this to my attention, and you brought it to my attention at the right time because Naito was making his entrance.
plenty of time to watch a silly video, right?
Which means I could pause this and watch Clark Connors do this cheesy ass B-grade kind of movie trailer about how awesome he is and how he's a badass. At the start, it's got the trailer screen and it was certified as badass by bad motherfuckers or something like that. So there is that. He gets a secret message from some redhead saying like, "Ooh, meet the driller," but the driller's not even in this. Would have been cool though. Some dude in a Ribera Steakhouse jacket's in there for a second. He looks up at what I assume must be his girlfriend or something, and just says to her, "You're my dog for real."
Yeah, but
it's not like she's a dog, but
that was in response to her telling him she doesn't want him to lose himself.
Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, that's what you were quoting. Fuck man, I'm slow. It's morning for me. I'm still having coffee, so I do apologize. Yeah,
I catch up for me. I worked all day and got up at fucking 5 a.m, so I'm on fire. Let's go.
That's right. Where's that?
I hear Wilma.
That's right.
It's other dog.
It might be other dog. But there are a lot of bird sounds happening right now, and Wilma is a beagle, dear listeners, and beagles like to fucking eat birds.
Gotta teach her to point. Maybe like when Evil comes out, she'll point at the TV, or something like that.
We've been teaching her this hand game, right? If she butts her nose on the hand, All right. Oh, there you go. You get a treat. Anyway, I'm eating a bowl of chips, as Charity and I are watching the main event. And as I'm holding the chips, I've got my hand like this. And Wilma goes from just looking at me to her paws right on me and just keeps looking at me. I'm like, what do you want, man? What's going on? Charity was just like, she thinks you're playing games.
Yeah.
I'm like, and she's expecting treats now. So,
she gets a potato chip.
That's right. She got one. And she's like, really? Like that one? I was like, yeah. I felt like my hand was up here for a while. She deserves a decent sized chip.
Yeah. I mean,
absolutely.
Dogs are the best, but when Doki is wrestling in the main event, it's kind of hard to pay attention to dogs, even if they're just all around you and adorable. So I understand.
It is true. Mm-hmm. Now, there is some wrestling news, but it was mentioned pretty much on the second night, really, which is that we can do it now and then just focus on the wrestling.
We can do whatever we want.
All right. Well, it doesn't affect the actual shows that we watched, but it was announced on the Satsuma show that the blocks for the best of the Super Juniors, 31 have been announced. And
they announced everything, right? They announced every match. So I like when I got up this morning, that's what was going on. And I'm like, well, let's turn the headphones off right away. Because I don't want to know. Right. As usual, we have to give our disclaimer that we don't want to see who's going to face who when, so
we want to go into the tournament pretty blind. I mean, I guess we'll eventually get to what the stories are closer to the end and all that. But yeah, we don't like doing the, hey, I wonder who's wrestling on the final night. Oh, okay. Here's all the stories and this is where it's leading to. No, we don't want to do that. Hopefully they changed the match order of that, or they didn't. Anyway,
see.
So like an idiot, they start announcing these, and I'm furiously typing. I missed half of A block. I'm like, fuck. Oh wait, this will be on the internet. Oh, just casually just go to the New Japan website. Oh look, there it is, and I could type it at my leisure. Didn't even have to type it really. I could have just had the bookmark open, but.
Tell me who's going to be in Block A, Luke.
All right, mate. Block A is El Desperado, Kevin Knight, Bushi, Titan, TJP, Kosai Fujita, Blake Christian, my dog for real, Clark Connors, that fucking asshole Yoshinobu Kanemaru, and Hayata.
I like it. That'll be fun, man. Blake Christian versus all these guys. He's a tremendous wrestler. I'm interested in what his heel character is. Fujita's going to move forward. We get to see Kanemaru fucking break everyone's legs. And Connor's just going to drink and shit. It's going to be awesome.
How many gambits we getting?
All of them. Every single one. How many matches are there? 9? That many. So, I can't wait to see Kevin Knight versus Desperado too. I feel like that was something last year.
Yeah.
Desperado is like a star maker. So,
Hell yeah. All right. Do you have a B block or do you want me to do that too?
I do. And so who we got is Kushida. Not expected to be in the tournament, but taking Yo's place. The Bone Soldier, Taiji Ishimori, Hiromu Takahashi, 44 caliber, it says, Jarilla Maloney, Doki, Sho, we're going to be talking about them later, Akira, we have Robbie Eagles, Ninja Mac, and then Dragon Guy, who's
Dragon Dia.
Yep, that's what I was saying. Exactly what I was about to say was Dragon Dia, because I can read it. It's in Japanese, and I can read it.
Yeah, because poor Taguchi just had a fucking... Was it a motorcycle or bicycle accident?
They haven't clarified, which I find suspicious. So
yeah, so it was probably one of those penny farthings or something. No, I shouldn't make light of it.
Well, I wonder if maybe. Okay, yeah, we shouldn't. Right.
So it sucks that he's injured, and we're gonna miss him because he usually brings a really cool mix of big match Taguchi and big ass Taguchi too. So I just still man, I love the Wild Rhino back when Clark Connors was a face versus Taguchi from, last year's Best of Super Juniors?
It's 2 years ago, I think. Yeah.
2 years before, yeah. And it was just battle of the asses, and it was incredible. So I'm going to miss him. But we've never seen, well, at least I have never seen Dragon Dia wrestle before. So, silver lining there, we get introduced to a new wrestler.
Yeah, supposedly he is Dragon Kid's student. So like so that makes him like Ultimo Dragon Junior or something. So
Right.
or something like that. But I think he's really small, which would be interesting. Because like I liked El Lindemann. Remember El Lindemann in the tournament?
yeah.
How he was like just tiny compared to everybody else, but it's just like I don't know. There was something.
He did all
neat
the big
about
man
that.
moves though.
Yeah, plus he's going to wrestle Ishimori, so that'll be fun.
Look, I don't want to break things up too much. I just want to mention just two things. The two things that popped out at me straight away. Doki and Robbie Eagles are in the same block, so all is right with my universe. Also, the Nova Fireball, Francesco Akira, and El Desperado are in different blocks. So we're not going to get that. Well, maybe we are. So
yeah, it's in the finals. Yeah. If I think we talked about that like last week or the week before, and I was like, well, yeah, they're going to meet in the finals. So mark it down. It's a stone cold lock. I mean, we'll also talk about why in our upcoming bracketology episode, of course. Those are classic. We have those every year, twice a year. One for this week, one for
the good thing now about the video is, if you couldn't tell the sarcasm dripping from us, you can now see that we're conspiring.
I don't know what you mean.
No, me neither. Oh. Well, how long is it till the end of year best of spectacular? Like, I better start getting in my star ratings and stuff to you.
Well, you haven't been writing them down?
No, man. Sorry, I'm gonna have to review a lot of matches.
You're gonna have to make up some new categories that fit whatever like things you did write down. That's
best
how we'll
sacrifice.
I mean, that category can't exist. So, but our sacrifice was watching sacrifices happen. But Luke,
it's no sacrifice.
Are you ready to move on to this wrestling show, or at least get into what we're going to do before the wrestling show? I'll take that as a yes. Right. So this show it's Wrestling Dontaku, but Wrestling Dontaku split into like 4 shows. So this is the first like official. It's no longer Road 2. We're fucking there. And it's Hiroshima, right? And so I tried to look up Hiroshima Sun Plaza reviews. I feel like that maybe they just aren't on Google or something like that, because I can't find anything but TripAdvisor reviews. And we already read some of those before, and they weren't that great. So I was like, what else could we do? You mentioned the Ribera Steakhouse earlier. And I had noticed on the internet that my friend, Lord Crew, who was wrestling in All Japan, went to Ribera Steakhouse and got the fucking jacket. And he was like, wow, that's the best thing ever. So I was like, I wonder what people who went to Ribera Steakhouse to eat think of the food and think of the service. So what I did is I looked up some Google reviews, and I think some people have a few thoughts and or beliefs about Ribera Steakhouse. Is that correct, Luke?
That's true. I have one right here, and it reads as follows. Anyway, the meat is not tasty. Did you season it? The meat itself has no taste. What's more, it was dry. I could barely eat it with soy sauce, and it's thin considering the price. It seems like they are buying ordinary meat sold at the supermarket. Inside the store, there are framed photos of famous people on the ceiling, but they look like they're going to fall down soon. 1 star.
The accusations of this restaurant are,
Did you season it?
Yeah, there's a lot of accusations. I thought you were going to read something else, but so maybe later we'll have a bonus one, because there was, But so here's one that I got, and it goes like this. I often saw this restaurant on blogs as a restaurant frequented by celebrities, so I decided to give it a try. The thing that bothered me the most was that after touching raw meat with their bare hands, they made a raw vegetable salad and then touched the money in the till. As this routine was repeated, they never washed their hands or used alcohol disinfectant even once. And the cutting board they used was completely black. Is it okay for people who ordered raw vegetable salad? I was worried. Also, the quality of the meat was not at all worth the price. I don't really understand why this store is so popular. Don't celebrities care about the filthiness? I couldn't do it. There will be no next time. 1 star.
Don't you
Powerful.
know? Don't you know, Mr. Guy, that celebrityness must be next to cleanliness somehow?
Hey, that's pretty good, right? Shit was.
Oh my god.
I mean, a person's got a lot of feelings, and I like it. I like how eloquent they sound a lot of times. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
wow, there will be no next time. Like, I'm remembering that. Like,
Is that
that's
a
a line.
rib?
That's a line
Like,
I'm going to use.
All the wrestlers go there, knowing that a lot of fans are going to go there, and it's shit. Is that just like a rib? Like,
Could be.
Ribera.
Could be. You know, there was a lot of reviews that were complaining that about an eating challenge they had there, where you had to eat like 3 things full of steak, and it's like, and it was like the movie The Great Outdoors. Like, they were describing that, where they're like, well, half of it's gristle, and we had to eat that, and you had to eat like 3 bowls of rice or some shit to it. And they're like, I don't think the owner wants anyone to win this. And it's like, yeah, no, why would you want someone to win the eating challenge?
Yeah. That's how he loses money. Like, get out of here.
It's at the Red Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. They have a truck parked like high above the stadium, right? And it looks like maybe somebody could hit it with a baseball, but there's no fucking way. It's happened 1 time in like, I don't know, 20 years or something like that. So it's just funny. If someone hits the truck with a batted baseball, then the fan wins the truck. And every game they announce who that fan is, and the fan sits there the whole time like, maybe somebody's going to hit the truck with a baseball, and I win the truck. But no one ever hits.
And the players aren't really aiming for it anyway, are they? Like,
No.
I just want to smack the shit out of the ball. Like,
it's fucking carny wrestling shit is what it is. It's great.
Yeah.
Not surprising that Ribera Steakhouse is a bunch of carnies.
No. Well, speaking of carnies, let's talk about wrestling.
Yeah.
And
so there's no English on these shows, right?
No, there isn't. The funny thing is, I mean, seeing all the tweeties by Chris Charlton and Walker should have like clued me in that they weren't there. But when I was on the live feed, I hovered over the English button of the little options thing, and it said EN there. So I pressed it, and it said Japanese. So I pressed the Japanese one. Japanese. So I'm like, oh, there must be no English. I'm very fast, everybody. At nighttime as well as in the mornings.
I mean, I was cool with it, I liked it. We got a little Tai Chi on one night. We got Milano being upset. We got Milano being happy. I mean, I'm all the shades of Milano. So.
We get some giggles in this first match too. It's a Frontier Zone match. It's Bolton Oleg and Toriano. They're champ buddies now. Versus Hanzo and Ray Palermo.
This guy.
There's a music change for Ray Palermo, and Ray Palermo's music sounds like one of those goofy kind of offbeat guitar tracks you might hear in Twin Peaks a little bit.
Yeah, but it's like country. It's like real bouncy country, it's very goofy.
And Ray Palermo looks like the uncoolest dude trying to look cool I've ever seen. He's even got Makabe hair for some reason. Like, what's going on? He looks like Steve Buscemi in 21 Jump Street, when he's like, hey, I'm hip with the kids,
right.
That's what he looks like. He's got hair. He'll do other gimmicks as well from others. Like, he's a mishmash of like goofy shit. That's Ray Palermo. Hanzo, well, he looks very Japanese in his outfit. It's very Power Rangers-y or something like that, It's very like that.
It's got armor.
But like a bad guy or something from
armored luchador,
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. So, right. I don't really notice this also until the match starts, that Oleg looks like a fucking giant compared to these guys. Like a massive, massive giant. It's like he is a bear and they are children. Like, it is absolutely insane. So either I never realize just how big Bolton Oleg was, or these two dudes are fucking tiny.
Could be a little bit of both.
It's both. So I'm like, all right, let's see what these guys have got. Yeah. And what they have is, they're all right. But the best part of it is just seeing Oleg beat the shit out of both of them. Hanzo tries to do the sneak behind Yano spot, but it's not quite as well timed. And I saw that the other night by Hiromu or someone cooler. So get out of here, right, Hanzo. So yeah. So I'm like, this match is okay. I won't have much to say about it. And then what the fuck happens? Ray Palermo goes to do just a normal Rana on Bolton Oleg, and his pants come down, and he's wearing a fucking red G-string thong underneath. And for the rest of his match, his pants are down, and he runs at Oleg to do a lariat. And Oleg, he's stone cold, doesn't break a smile, doesn't giggle, sees this guy running at him with his pants down, shoulder block, picks him up, gut wrench. The other guy tries to help make a save or whatever, just swats him like it's like Magneto. I could smite you with but a single step, pretty much. Just fucking swats him like a fucking fly. Then he does a you can't. No, though, there's a roll up for two, so all right. But then fucking Bolton Oleg just does a swagger bomb.
Yeah.
Ray Palermo doesn't care that this guy's pants are down at all. 1, 2, and then hits a you can't for the 3.
The little Vader bomb, I like that.
Yeah,
it was off the
awesome.
first rope, so it's like a little mini bomb. It's funny. Oh,
to be fair, Ray Palermo's really tiny, and maybe Oleg was worried about making him flat like roadkill or something. Shit.
I do love the gimmick how that guy could just make his pants fall down at any point. That's tremendous, and the timing was really funny. And the fact that Bolton Oleg is basically just gut wrenching a naked guy, which is tremendous, God. Man. But I have a question about Bolton Oleg, Luke, that I'd like him to answer, but I'm going to tell you about it.
All right.
I'm not going to ask him. Is if he's no longer a young lion, as he has said, why is he sprinting to the ring?
Yeah. Where's his special music?
Yeah. Why are you coming out to or Yano's music? When are you going to get your music, mister? I'm not a young lion.
Have you heard of any other color? Except black, he's still wearing the trunks and all that.
I feel like he's going to be singlet guy, right? You know what I mean? Like he's like when he first came in, he's like first match. Remember, it was like versus Yuji Nagata or a young lion or something like that. But Yuji Nagata brought him in, and he was wearing a singlet because he won his first match, if you remember.
Yeah,
like that was, and we were like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" So I don't want to talk about this next match. It's a Fisherman and Tiger match.
I know, right?
Versus Ishimori, Chase Owens, and Kenta. Bullet Club, they attack before the bell. It's a match, and I'm watching it. Tiger Mask gets hit with the belt by Chase Owens and pinned. The match is over, but there's a beatdown on Fisherman, which makes me really happy. And Bullet Club posts with the belts and the fishing poles. And I was like, that made me giggle.
Oh, I don't even have much to say about their second night match, except the finish is fucking awesome.
It was better. It's better than this, yeah.
Oh my goodness. So next we have Kosei Fujita and Zack Sabre Jr. versus Akira on the Cobb. There we go. Jeff Cobb and Francesco Akira. Unlike the previous match, this match is really fucking cool. This Fujita just going like, I don't care how big you are, Jeff Cobb. I'm just going to, chop the shit out of you and hope there's no repercussions. There is. And we just get more, like, the whole point of this match is not just to preview Zack Sabre Jr. and Cobb. They're heating up all the juniors now. We're seeing them all being featured heavily in these tag matches as well. So this is one of those tag matches where I just like every possible combination of wrestler wrestling each other, and it's just a great time. We get awesome shit with Akira and Fujita, Akira and Zack Sabre Jr., Zack Sabre Jr. and Akira is really fun. He takes a double stomp to the chest. Zack Sabre Jr. does from Akira. We get fucking awesome shit by Jeff Cobb and Vegeta, and Jeff Cobb does make him pay for, trying to fucking chop the shit out of him and treat him like like
throws
he
him all over the damn place.
Oh yeah,
yeah, you're going over there now.
Because at one point he's just like, you know what, Vegeta, fuck you. Last ride, power bomb, tour of the islands, 1, 2, 3. So Vegeta kind of deserved that, and he got his ass kicked.
I really like the take picture. Like Jeff Cobb is like standing there and he's about to do the moonsault, but he's like, no. And he steps behind the dude and is like, take picture. And Akira's like, take picture? And he's like, yeah, take picture. But Cobb does it his way, which like hurts Akira. And Akira's like, no more take picture. It was great. So, I love that. You're right. That was one of those matches where every combination, no matter who was in there, was like something was going on, something was interesting happening, other than just the preview shit. So, I really liked it.
Yeah.
The next match was, in fact, Shota Umino, Ishii, and El Desperado versus Evil, Ren Narita, and Yujiro Takahashi. So this is really fun. Man, there are some of these matches that I have more notes about the entrances than I do the matches, because we had some fucking wild shit going on in these entrances, or shit I thought was wild anyway. Like, for example, so Shota Umino denies a fan a high five who's wearing LIJ shit, and the guy's like, ah!
I like how the Japanese fans don't complain. They're like, yeah, fair enough. Well, I did go for it though, but
Yeah, it was really funny. So, of course, everyone's in the ring and hot. They attack and push up bra, but no, what is it here? It says that the House of Torture heavies work with OLD. What does that mean? OLD to beat up Ren. I don't know what that means. So, but that's what happened.
Yeah.
So, goddamn Shota is a star. Like, I'm watching this and like he looks like $1 million. I'm just gonna say that over and over again. That's my input on him. He's just amazing. So House of Torture, they cheat and take over, and we get some heat on El Desperado, which is probably what that meant. ELD was probably OLD, but here we are. So Evil uses his presidential shirt. He's got the like evil president shirt now, which is pretty awesome. He uses it to measure El Desperado for a scarf. And I feel like that when Christmas comes around, like every baby face in New Japan is going to like receive a perfectly fitted scarf. I mean, there's going to be a lot of them, but there's all types of House of Torture shenanigans. We get a patented awesome hot tag from Ishii, and it goes on for like a minute. It's like, wow, Ishii just put a little extra mustard in there tonight. So, he barely did anything, but he did do that. So Evil begs for mercy, only to like draw Ishii in for some eyeball trauma, Then House of Torture, they take over after exposed turnbuckle, gets Ishii. Dick chop on Shota Umino, Pimp Cane, but Shota dodges, and El Desperado helps out. Apron DDT on Yujiro, which is funny. Death Rider on Yujiro for the win. But immediately after the pin, push up bra!
That's right. It was.
Beat everybody up.
Oh, fucking hell. Look, I have a note on this, like just one. I'm like, when is some wrestler or a team or something going to do the metal cock protectors against House of Torture, so Dick Togo comes down for dick-to-dick contact?
Oh, we kind of got something like that in not this Hanma match, but in the next Hanma match, in the next night, something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. But
I like that. That's like Bret Hart, when he was facing Goldberg and he had the fucking thing. Like, I mean, they stole it from some Western movie, I'm sure.
Yeah, it still ended his career though, didn't it?
Props. Yeah, he probably should have worn that on his
heart out or something.
He should have worn that on his head, not on his stomach. Yeah, but he was trying to protect from the spear. He didn't know he had to watch for the shoot kick. Goldberg, not known for shoot kicks. Well, known for shoot kicks, but not known for kicks. There we go.
No. All right. So I like this match too. It's Kazuya Murashima and Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Tomoaki Honma and Shoma Kato. It's pretty cool what they're seeing. Like at the start of this match, it's the two young lions, and you could just see Tanahashi just standing there, kind of just watching them. And I'm like, just watching them do their thing. And I'm just like, that's fucking cool. It's very presidential, if I do say so myself. Hiroshima even tries chomping out Homer a little bit. I'm like, no, you don't you fucking dare, you motherfucker. But he is a green young lion, so I'm not mad. I'm going to allow it. You'll learn to work with Homer. God damn it. Homer and Tanahashi do an awkward bonk at some point. It's a little weird. It feels like they actually accidentally headbutted each other, and we've just paused for a second to rub their heads and just maybe check, you okay? Yes, you okay? Then they kind of keep going. It's just one of those things that happens. Showman Kato thinks it's a good idea to brab out Tanahashi.
What the fuck?
And then Homer makes it even more awesome by giving Tanahashi a Kokeshi. So that's fucking funny.
While he's in the brab.
While he's in the brab.
What an asshole.
Oh my god, that had me freaking laughing my ass off. Kato, he breaks the hold at 4. What a douchebag. Showman Kato, he punches it. He punches out Honma and brabs him while Tanahashi taps out Kato with the JTD.
Dude.
Oh, that was good stuff.
Our match was fun. I can't believe you didn't notice that we heard Honma's music, his real music at the top.
Oh, that's
I was
right.
like, wow. It wasn't the it was whatever his other music is that I've only heard 3 times in my life. But I thought that it was pretty funny that at a certain point Tanahashi is just like, that kid tries to brab him and he gets that Kokeshi and he's like, I'm fucking pissed off, and he dragon screws that kid, just puts him in the cloverleaf like, fuck you. And
that's
Honma
right.
is like, he's like, Hiroshimaa's going to brab Honma, but Honma's so slow, he's not even in position yet. But Tanahashi's not waiting. He's like, fuck you.
No.
That's great. So Tanahashi on his way out too, he wiped his sweaty ass all over everybody's towels and like threw them back to him with precision accuracy. I mean, it is a sight to behold, man. I loved it.
I'm gonna clone Tanahashi out of his ass sweat.
Yeah, it's gross, but you know what? I might take it. If he threw it right at me, I'd catch it for sure. I want to catch the guitar one day. Dude. Like, that's like, dude, I would take that thing home.
I'm gonna do an bonk with it.
Dude, I'll set it on my lap on the way home on the plane. No one will know it's there. So anyway, because they're not in on the thing, So anyway,
maybe you can bring a little something back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Put it in the guitar.
Oh, you mean like sushi, fresh sushi or something?
Yes, sushi.
Yeah, that's what they're known for.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll have to talk to Clark Connors about that. But the next match is Doki and Taka Michinoku versus Sho and Kanemaru, and this is awesome, right? So Doki comes out. He's got the actual contract, right? And he's holding it up in the air like it's a belt. And he's gonna and like, it seems to be that he's like telling Sho, I'm gonna make you sign this, right? So that's kind of what I was thinking going into this match, is like, he's got to make him fucking sign it somehow. So Sho has the fake contract, and Doki yells at Sho, and Just 5 Guys attack, and they team up on Sho, but Kanemaru grabs Doki's leg, and House of Torture just beat him up for a while, right? I was like, he also, that was later on. Yeah, we'll talk about something else funny Sho did. One of the many funny things that Sho did on these 2 shows. But we get some nice preview stuff, of course. It's fun to see 2 legends, just like absolute legends. And I'm not joking. Like Taka Michinoku and Kanemaru mix it up. It's awesome, man. They're just in there. And they're barely even trying. It's like the greatest shit ever. So, former Suzuki Gun members too. It's pretty cool. Low blow. Jackknife roll up. Kanemaru pins Taka Michinoku, but what about the contracts, right? So Sho grabs the mic and he talks a bunch of shit, and Taichi appears on the ramp, right? And the crowd's like, oh, fuck, here he comes. And he beats the shit out of him. He takes Sho to the ring, and Doki just stomps his ass, right? And the crowd is cheering this. Like, this is not, they're not doing babyface cool moves to Sho. They're beating the fuck out of him.
This is a fucking beatdown like it's War Dogs or something.
It's awesome. So here's what happened. Doki, he tears up the fake contract, and the crowd's like, oh my god. So House of Torture appear, and they beat up Doki. So boo for that, right? Doki and Taichi beat them up though, all right, and Sho tries to run away. So Doki puts Sho in some wacky hold and says he will only let go if Sho signs the contract. And Sho's fucked. He's like, he's trying to tap. He's like, nothing's working, right? So Doki gets the signature. Yay! He trash talks Sho babyface style, and that was a tremendous segment.
I fucking loved it. And the crowd's just like totally popping for a forced contract signing under duress.
I mean, that's the only way you can fight House of Torture, right? I mean,
absolutely.
You have to fight back, and you have to fight fire with fire. I mean, it's the only way. So
they made this storyline interesting. They even included like a 2-part contract story. Like, we get a contract signing, then we get the contract signing part 2.
And we're ready for it. We want it, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of the most amazing part, is that they're doing this and it's awesome. And the crowd is loving this.
Oh, yeah. All right. So next, we have...
Chumpy's here.
Wow.
I heard something.
Said something really loudly. Yeah. Anyway, next we have Gorillas of Destiny, that is Hikuleo, and El Phantasmo versus TMDK, that is Mikey Nichols and Shane Haste. I do notice that the Stong belts, yep, I wrote Stong instead of Strong, yep.
I mean, whatever. Who cares about spelling it right? You know?
Want to make me not care about a title? Don't give it music, you know? Where's the fucking Stong belt music? No music. Man, even the stank belts have music.
Sure.
All right. So we start off with El Phantasmo and Shane Haste. And the other guys decided just to chill out and let these two just do the whole match. I would be very happy. No, I like the other two guys mixing it up, but I don't know. This combo, El Phantasmo and Shane Haste, I just really like it. But we get some really fun bigger man stuff from Mikey and Hikuleo, which is really fun. But of course, you know, TMDK, they're not going to beat the shit out of Hikuleo for half the match. No. You got a bump machine right there. You're going to beat the shit out of El Phantasmo for ages. And he's in a Haste leg scissors, like around his midsection. And Marty asks him the question. Get up! He asked him this match. That's right. He asked him the question.
Oh, man.
This match is...
It's like around his midsection. They're just laying there. Marty's like,
give up. Fucking El Phantasmo giving him a look of like, bitch, are you for real? There's oh my god. So ELP does one of at least 3 to 5 textbook flippy dip moves. Holy shit. He does this textbook kind of moonsault onto TMDK. And I don't mean like it looks super slick and smooth. It kind of did, but you know, there's impact to it as well. So it doesn't have that too... it's just perfect, man. He does a perfect moonsault on, and he's fucking tall. Fuck, man, it's great. TMDK, they do this pretty cool Tower of Doom spot for 2 on El Phantasmo, which is really good. There's a pin battle between El Phantasmo and Mikey Nichols. That's pretty fun. And then we get a whole bunch more. Just El Phantasmo flying about the place and making it just look fucking perfect. And he's not even in the Best of Super Juniors. Look at what he's doing. Oh man. But a surprise finish here, because you don't see this all too often, but you know, it's from like at the start, Mikey, yeah, you're a big dude, not as big as Hikuleo, and Hikuleo takes him out. Right at the end though, it's Mikey. He rolls up Hikuleo for the 3, so he kind of keeps JD, I guess, strong, because they have to take all the finishes or whatever. And the mighty Don't Kneel retain. I thought it was pretty fun. What do you think?
They lost me a little bit at the beginning, where I was just kind of bored with it, because I don't really care about this match that much. But they got me back. You know, Marty trying to get dude to give up in the leg scissors. That was amazing, man. But I thought what was on display here was the highlight of ELP and Hikuleo. They're the best at teasing the hot tag, right? I mean, that's their bread and butter. We get lots of that here, and I don't know. I just thought at the end too, it seemed like maybe Hikuleo didn't know who was legal, and that was what the story they were trying to tell, because he chokeslams Shane Haste and then thinks that he's going to win, but then Mikey rolls him up or something, like, so it was kind of weird. It was like, why did he was trying to chokeslam Shane Haste? That's what it was, and then he got rolled up. I don't know. But Hikuleo was kind of a sore loser, and he keeps fighting Zack Sabre Jr., who thinks it's funny, which I like. He's like fighting and he's pushing Zack Sabre Jr., who's ringside. And I did notice something. I'm sorry. Right. I have to tell you this, is that Hikuleo does the hair flip before and after every single move. And it might
I'm sick of it. Get a haircut.
Dude, more than once. And it's like, dude, we can't. I mean,
no,
it's too much.
Oh, yes, thank you.
It's too much. I mean, like, it sometimes it's before and after taking every move, and it's like, brother, this can't. It's just too much. Man.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I didn't like it, but anyway,
it's see, lots of wrestlers have long hair and even wrestle with their long hair out, and I don't see them spending every fucking.
Yeah, I mean, even Kevin Nash didn't do it every 5 seconds. I mean, like not even every 5 seconds, every like 2 seconds, So I don't know, man. It's like something that just gets under my nerves because I watch it all. I just can't unsee it or whatever they say. But now I didn't watch this live. Was there an intermission after this match? It seemed that there was an intermission.
Yes.
Okay.
Now it wasn't much. They just concerning us, but I'll say what they are anyway. It's just a lot of dates announced for the Best of the Super Juniors and lots of dates announced for the G1 Climax. No block stuff for no block stuff. So we've already covered the block stuff. That's done in the intermission on Satsuma and Kuni.
Oh, got it. Okay.
But so they're warming up to it by giving us all the dates and shit. But now that all the blocks are out, probably get.
Well, I didn't watch this live. I watched like part of it live or something like that. Maybe that's the other show. It doesn't matter. Anyway, but it's just the way that it was. There was just a couple minutes here, and all of a sudden I could hear Japanese commentary coming over the PA. Right, so they were explaining what was going to happen next. And while that was going on, they were setting shit up, I guess. And that, that was interesting because I was like, oh my God, are intermissions back for a second? And then I realized, oh no, they're just explaining to the crowd. And later on during this match we're about to talk about, there is also parts in between the rounds where they're over the PA kind of explaining what's going on, right? So pretty cool. I don't know. The next match, Luke, is the main event, I think, right? Isn't it?
No.
No, it's not. Okay, it's not the main event, but it is for us. It's the Rural Revitalization match, reffed by Marty Asami for the King of Pro Wrestling title. It's the challenger Yuya Uemura versus the Great Okan. And so what we'll do is there's 3 rounds, right? And we'll explain each round as we get to them, because that's kind of how I understood them. As we got to them, because I didn't really read the explanation. Did you read the explanations, or did you just watch it?
I patted, like, Charity's like, look, woman's looking at you, come pat her. And I did. And then the match had been on for like 5 minutes. So I had no idea what was going on. But I figured it out. Oh, you got to get 4 things on the thing.
So same way I did then, right? Yeah. So the opening round is we see there's cones in the ring, right? And then there's a pile of tires on the entrance ramp. And both guys are like walking down it and doing that thing like the ladder match from WrestleMania 10 or whatever, where they're like spooky fingers to the fucking, pile of tires, and like you just looking at it respectfully, like stupid. I was like, what is this? So I don't know what's going on, but I learned real quick. Taka and Taichi are out for support, by the way. There, which is great. So Great Okan has some like vape thingy on his hand now. Did you notice that too? During his entrance, he puts his hand over his face now, and like some fucking smoke came out. And I was like, whoa. And it was some shit he had in his hand. So,
it's probably a vape.
He's vaping. But anyway, so he's very serious about this match, by the way. Very serious. And that is one of the reasons it's awesome. So Newman's out for support for Great-O-Khan, and Great-O-Khan has his flag and his real sword, which is awesome.
He likes fighting with a real sword.
Yeah. And round one, you got to grab these tires and you got to stack them up on the ring, right? Or in the ring on these cones. Pretty simple idea, right? You would think. But one thing I will say right off the bat that I like about this is it wasn't just tug of war. Like, the last King of Pro Wrestling thing with your favorite wrestler in it. So,
maybe because Yuya's into doing spots and having fun.
This has like a story. There's all kinds of stuff. Yes. So, anyway, so Great-O-Khan, he hits a suplex and goes for the tires. Canadian dropkick, though, and Yuya hits the plancha, but Great-O-Khan throws a tire at him. So we learn right away we're doing spots with tires. That's what we're doing, and it's awesome. So Great-O-Khan uses tires to put Yuya in like an immobilizing hold where he's put his legs like through the tires and stuff. And then we see the scoreboard, right? So we have the scoreboard on the screen, and it's going to tell us how many tires each person has. Now, one thing we don't know yet is like how this is going to go. Can you take the other person's tires off? Can you, how's that work? And we'll learn that it's the score goes up and down, just depending on how many tires on there, and there's no other rules. And the whole time Marty is running around in here just being awesome. So this is good times. The crowd.
Marty was seeing Yuya in those gnarly tire submissions, and he really wanted to ask the question, but there was no submission.
He can't. He could have asked, but why? Why even ask at that point? Anyway, all right. So Yuya takes Great-O-Khan gets 3 tires stacked up, but then Yuya takes Great-O-Khan's points off the board by like throwing his stack of tires over, and then he gets 3 stacked up on his, right? Before Great-O-Khan comes back with some offense and more tire stacking of his own. So Great-O-Khan kicks the cone to the outside, like fuck your cone, right? So Great-O-Khan sits on Yuya, and Marty calmly explains that is fine. Like, he doesn't ask him. He's just like, okay, like that.
I have no problems with this.
He's like, but you do have to stack the tires to win. I mean, you can do that, but, which is great. So anyway, Great-O-Khan throws a tire, but gets karate chopped in the head instead. And Yuya has a 4th tire trying to stack it up, but he runs into a forearm. We get Duel of Fates with tires. It's tremendous. Great-O-Khan wins the Duel of Fates, right? He knocks Yuya down. Great-O-Khan slams Yuya on a pile of tires, which is the best. Then he stacks tires onto Yuya, and Marty begs him to use the cone. It's one of the best parts of the match. Is that Great-O-Khan's like stacking all of the tires onto Yuya, and Marty is like, but no, please use the cone. Put it on the cone. He's just begging him. That was one of my favorite parts. So I really like that a lot. But
he's like, if you play any form of game with Marty Asami, he knows all the rules. He does. He also knows what you're allowed. You can get away with as well. So
so Marty's begging him to use the cone. Then we get an awesome trip, like head bump thing with the tire where Yuya like falls on his head, but because the tire's over, he protects his, it gets DDT'd basically by the tire. It's tremendous, right? So Great-O-Khan after that confidently collects tires, and they end up in a tug of war over the last one. It gets launched to the outside by a drop kick, and Yuya steals the other 3 from Great-O-Khan, stacking them on the blue corner cone, which is his. Another tug of war over the last tire, and both guys have 3 tires stacked. And they fight again over the last one. Sleeper from Yuya, they both trip over a tire while they're in the hold. And that was like the only fuck up in this whole match. It was great. So Great-O-Khan throws a tire, taking out Yuya, but sneaky roll up, tire theft, and Yuya gets all 4 winning round 1. He rolled him up, but then like stole the tire while he was rolling.
It was fucking awesome.
What'd you think of that?
This whole match, by the way, is everything I wanted the previous match like this to be. Just a mix of goofiness, but like also some psychology and some interesting spots and all that kind of shit. And you can't do all that creative stuff with Tongaloa. You just can't. Yuya, he is into it. They did 20 minutes of tire things. So like, Andy's not talking about fucking 5 minutes. It's 20 minutes before they get to round 2. I'm going to pinch this one because it's nice and quick. It is the lemon eating contest. So I'm thinking, do they peel this then eat it?
Do they have to eat a lot of lemons? Right?
No,
That's what I thought.
The rules are 1 lemon, fastest to eat the whole thing.
So
all of it. So whilst Yuya's like just peeling it off a little bit, Great Khan grabs that motherfucker and just goes, and just his facial expressions are awesome as well. It's like you don't have to sell a lemon because it's a fucking lemon. You eat it and you're just going to react. Well, this is wrestling. You're going to react as you naturally will times 10 because it's fucking wrestling. So Yuya's taking smaller bites. He's like, oh, I can't. Oh, fucking lemons. And Great Khan's just like, this ain't shit. Fucking, he's done in like less time than it took me to explain this. Opens his mouth. No lemons left in it. Ding, ding, ding. Great Khan has won round 2. And they're tied 1 apiece. Oh, yeah.
This is when, like, before that round is when they came on the PA because they were like setting the table and a tarp up and everything. And Great Khan like put his eating head wrap on that we've seen him wear in his eating competitions. And it's like, to get the sweat as he, works so hard. But they also had to wipe their hands off with Marty made them wipe their hands off with sanitizing wipes because they're about to eat and they just been handling a bunch of tires.
Yeah, I'm looking at you, Ribera. Yes. The chopping boards are black, purple and black.
They've been struggling over the last tire for 3 hours, but they have not washed their hands. Yeah, that's what it would sound like. But anyway, we're tied going into round 3, right? Also, I was big fan of Great Khan pointing to his mouth and allowing confidently allowing the camera in to inspect his mouth. It was just tremendous television. So I love that. But round 3, this is a no DQ tables match, which I learned when it's over, I guess, pretty much, because I didn't know what was going on here exactly. I just knew no DQ.
You know what thought ran through my brain? I'm like, wow, they're setting up a lot of Chekhov's tables around here. Not thinking to myself, wait a minute, is this a tables match?
Yes, it was fun to watch it not knowing, though. I didn't care, you know what I mean? These guys... Anyway. They wrestle a little bit in the ring. I was just surprised there wasn't more tires in the, in this part. But I guess they've done all the tire moves.
It was very tiring.
Hey, but anyway, I mean, I am bald. But all right, nothing. Okay,
don't tread on me.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I like it. I got no more. But they wrestle in the ring, and then they lock up near the lemon eating table that's still sitting in the entrance ramp. Like, that's the Chekhov's table you're talking about. Like, why is it right there? So Great Khan throws Yuya into the chairs and the kid takes a tremendous bump. It's like, wow, don't everybody else do that. Just let him do that. It's just insane. So non-folding chairs to me are like the most like obnoxious and like ouchy looking pro wrestling weapon, like, because it hurts and it doesn't even make a cool noise. So it's like, why use it? But okay. So, we get a little trash.
I want to see a Google review that says wrestlers went flying through my chair and I couldn't find it again.
I complained to the staff, but they didn't listen. We get a little trash talk between the supporting wrestlers at ringside as the guys, like the competitors, walk around. They brawl around the arena. But it's mostly Great Khan on top here. They get back in the ring. Great Khan uses a lemon on Yuya, and he hides it from Marty, even though it's no DQ. I guess lemons maybe, are a DQ. But he's hiding it from Marty, which is funny. So they have a table set up in the corner. They tease going through that table in the corner. Great-O-Khan gets his arm dragged for a cool double down. They fight on the apron, and Great-O-Khan threatens to throw Yuya through a table on the outside. They tease it a bunch of times, and they're all fun. So finally, Great-O-Khan takes the table in the ring, and they try to suplex each other for like strong style power. Well, they do suplex each other for like the strong style power up shits, and it's really great. And at times,
shits.
Pretty never, man. Pretty never.
It's
you
great.
know, we get the bouye spot, and Yuya throws Great-O-Khan through the table in the corner and wins the King of Pro Wrestling. Good for him. Let's talk. Tell me about this final round and your feelings, and then we have to talk about Great-O-Khan selling the table bump.
Oh my god. I'm all right with it. I mean, I kind of wanted Great-O-Khan to have like, I don't know, 10 more rural revitalization matches. The rural juror.
Blah blah blah.
Trying to say that. It's trying to say the rural juror. Remember that? Rural juror.
I know. Blah blah blah.
Blah blah blah. All right, someone got that somewhere. But yeah,
it's the same joke.
I'm happy with, but I'm interested to see where Yuya's going to take the belt. I love his reaction the next night. He's just asking for someone just to fucking smack him in the face. But it's cool. I didn't expect it. I was just like, I want to ride this Great-O-Khan goofiness for a few more months, but or maybe there'll be a rematch. I don't know. It's something for Yuya to do. Show a different side of him. Why not?
He's so happy. You know, I thought it was awesome because like Great-O-Khan's like, man, I'm gonna just put this kid over, and fucking he sells like Yuya tore his spine out of his back. Yeah. That's what Great-O-Khan's doing. He like Yuya goes over to try to get respect, but Great-O-Khan is just writhing in pain and he can't get his arms around to even like give a handshake. You know? Taichi clapping. Stand there clapping, and this is great. This scene is amazing because you've got Great-O-Khan writhing in pain. Yuya trying to get the handshake. Taichi clapping, having a good time, and Marty Asami has the King of Pro Wrestling title, trying to hand it to Yuya, and it's like, I love New Japan. I'm watching that, like, man, it's just like a pain. It's the best. So, you know, so much going on, and you know, so Taichi gets the belt and puts it on Yuya, and Taka and Taichi hoist him up on their shoulders while the Just Five Guys theme plays. Great shit.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah, I know. Great-O-Khan loses, but you know, it's Just Five Guys, so I can't be mad. It's going to be fun. I want to see who's going to knock the cockiness out of Yuya's face, because just wait till we talk about him on the next night. But before we get to that, we've got a main event. We've got LIJ, all of them, because I'm not allowed to include and Pirate Man. Mr. Andy won't let me. So we've got Naito, we've got Shingo, we've got Hiromu, we've got Bushi, and we've got Yota Tsuji, and they're wrestling David Finlay, Gabriel Kidd, Clark Connors, Drilla Maloney, and Gato? No, not Gato. It's fucking Jake Lee from Noah. So that's pretty cool. Naito and LIJ come out complete, like Naito's wearing a suit, so all right, might be a house showy kind of match, but hey, Jake Lee's here. I'll dress up for it. All right, bit of respect there. And but then like that kind of vibe is ruined when Slyly comes out, his fucking mascot.
So funny. It's the Carps mascot, his favorite baseball team from his hometown, Hiroshima.
That's right.
You're right. Everybody's so serious. Like Jake Lee comes out first, right? And he is imposing. He's huge. He's got this like, you know, like Western gentleman kind of like thing going on, right? And he puts on perfume before he gets in the ring, which I marked out for. I don't know if you noticed that, but he did that, which was like, man, that's like Gorgeous George shit. Tremendous. Yeah. Gorgeous George used to make his valet perfume the ring before he would get into it because it was disgusting, which fair enough, you know. So I love that. And then like Hiromu and Bushi have their own entrance now because they are a team, as you know. And
yes, that's right.
And then, but everybody's so serious until and then you know, all of a sudden this fucking mascot comes out, starts shaking his ass in everyone's face. It's like, yes. I also noticed that that Naito versus Jake Lee is Battle of the Hat guys.
Oh, it is too.
They're both big hat guys.
Yeah.
What'd you think of Gabe Kidd's machete ear tattoo?
I like it, but like, Jay's not in the group anymore, right? He's gone. But it is a machete. I like it. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Maybe
I
he's
like
a
tattoos,
big naughty by
so.
nature fan. I don't know.
Why not?
Hip hop parade.
Oh man. Yeah. All right. I think I'm talking about this match. Yes, I am. By the way, what is the first portion of this match? Won't do that too much. I don't want to set Wilmer off or something. But War Dogs just turned around to LAJ and just start barking at him. Trying to look intimidating and tough. And LAJ are just like... like that. Roman's just like mocking them, going, oh, I'm surprised he just didn't look back at him and it's like, meow.
You think Daryl's a dog? Is Daryl a cat?
I think Daryl's a cat. Well, I, as a cat owner, I thought Daryl's a cat. As a dog owner, Daryl is a dog. That's how it goes.
That's why Daryl's all buff now. Daryl's going to take the android's place in the War Dogs.
Yeah. Well, dude, I thought this match was pretty fucking awesome, and it kind of fed into a lot of the stories going on right now because we've got Gabriel Kidd. He's feuding with Shingo, our never champion. I can't wait for that. We've got Driller and Connors. They're feuding with Hiromu and Bushi. We've also got beef between fucking Yota Tsuji and David Finlay because David Finlay's like, man, I would have fucking beaten you and you lost, bitch. So now I've got to come kick your ass. And then we've got I haven't seen much of Jake Lee because I don't watch Noah, but I really liked him in this match. He was great. What a piece of shit! Like he was with the correct team. So we got some really cool shit. We got Bushi fucking eliminating both the War Dogs. We got Yoda fucking up David Finlay at some point, and then goes oh. Then that big handsome smile. Oh, it's fucking amazing. Jake Lee he distracts and Finlay eliminates Yota Tsuji, and the fucking crowd hates it. Hey, that's Naito's friend. Plus, you don't work here. Get out of here. They don't like that at all.
You don't go here.
No. So I also like the added bonus. The thing about these matches is, yes, you can be eliminated by pinfall submission, but also being chucked over the top rope because it's one of those elimination matches, everyone. Sorry, I should have mentioned that.
That's all right. And anybody can pin anybody, too, which is something that you learn halfway through the match. You're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, not only that, like, you can have wrestlers get their revenge on other wrestlers without necessarily pinning or submitting them by just tossing them out. So Hiromu, hey, he's got a bit of beef with Finlay. He got his ass kicked by that motherfucker the other night. He gets the Hurricane Rana David Finlay out of the elimination match, which I thought was great. And what do we get for the end? We get a bit of Jake Lee and fucking Naito, which is awesome. It's a bit of a teaser, isn't it? Like, you kind of want him to go. Anyway, my notes. Yep, this must be the point where I got super drunk. Mr. Andy, help me with the finish.
Yeah, well, let's talk about some of the stuff that happened in this match, because there's a lot of stuff that happened, and it was fucking great. There was, I mean, like you said, Bushi eliminated Connors and Maloney, which is just fucking tremendous.
Shingo and Bushi up really nice lately. I like it.
Shingo and Gabe Kidd just did a fucking full-on never match right in the middle of this thing, and Gabe Kidd just proves again he hates ska, which fair enough, doesn't like it. But this is like, so when Bushi and Maloney were in, Connors like Maloney hits a move on Bushi and Connors just starts pinning Bushi and Red Shoes is counting it. I'm like, why is he counting that? Is he legal? Oh, anybody can pin anybody. So it doesn't matter. Like there's no other rules except you eliminate somebody by such and such, and probably DQ is probably one of those things. But anyway, but there was some really cool stuff too. Like Jake Lee was beating the shit out of Naito. David Finlay was taking pictures on his phone. Like he doesn't tweet, so I don't know. If he was tweeting about it, maybe they were just for his own personal collection.
Is he on the old delayed gram?
Delayed gram is the best, but Naito did get a bunch of like fuck your neck in shit after taking an ass whooping from Jake Lee. Oh, I forgot this too. Hiromu and Finlay wrestled again for a while, and it was tremendous. And Hiromu is like, "Oh, I'm gonna do the apron bomb." And everyone's like, you can't do that. You'll eliminate yourself. He goes Canadian style through the ropes for the apron bomb. And everyone's like, oh, my God. So, like, that's what we're doing in this match is just stuff like that, But, so here's what happens. So, Naito tries Valencia, but he gets kicked off of the top rope from Jake Lee. So he's on the apron. By the way, Naito can't do the fucking Cabination Compron or whatever anymore. I can't even say it. But now he can just spring easily over the ropes because he just goes woo, right over the ropes. All right. Jake Lee tries to get his big kick. Boom. Naito just pushes him over while dodging. Jake Lee's eliminated. All right. And that was awesome.
Yeah.
Can't believe it.
No, we can't. And it's a finish that doesn't mean anything because it was just an elimination anyway. But, they're going to milk that. So is this you could probably tell me if this is an altogether thing, but I can't remember.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We'll get there when we get there, right? It's like there's all these shows. I'm not trying to look that far ahead sometimes, but I just thought Jake Lee's reaction was great. Big swing in New Japan dick. We should have known. He should have known. Coming over here from Noah, he ain't gonna win. But not on a New Japan show. Maybe on some like combined show he could win, but not here. So, but the carp mascot guy comes back out, right? And Shingo's with him. Where was Shingo the whole time? He just went back to change as soon as he got eliminated because he's in his like street clothes. He comes out, and Naito names the mascot during the roll call. Crowd loses their fucking minds. I do too. He does the salute with them. Naito hugs him, which was like legit was like, oh, like a little kid.
I also half expected Naito to sack whack him, just a friendly little.
But he really loves the Carps, though. That's the thing, man. And just a little baseball mascot history. This thing is just another ripoff of the Philly Fanatic. We got one in Cincinnati. They got one at every stadium. He's got the big belly and he, moves his belly and stuff. I mean, it's very silly, but they're fun. I like mascots. So.
I don't think I have much of an opinion on mascots. I am a boring fence sitter when it comes to mascots.
That show was awesome, right?
What show? Mascots?
No, the show we were just talking about, that New Japan show.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, I loved it. And I also really like this night too, except for one match, which I'll take this night so you don't have to do both of them. Yeah, we're talking about the fisherman. Yeah, you don't mind? Oh, well.
No, well, this show we're about to talk about also has no English commentary, just to mention that. It's Wrestling Dontaku Satsuma no Kuni. And this was at the Kagoshima Nishihiro Shoaki Arena. And some folks went to this place. I did find some Google reviews for this place, and I believe that you have one of those. Is that correct?
That is correct. This is a review of the Kagoshima, other words, arena. The arrogant red tape of administrators is a problem. Noisy restrictions have been placed on the use of public spaces such as parks outside the facility. I would like you to think about who this park is for. It's a waste because the facilities are splendid. 1 star.
I like that they like it in the end. But somebody needs to think about it.
This looks good, but I want to make more noise there.
I'm going to have to, I also have a Google review, but I'm going to have to use a different voice because that last one tore me up this time for some reason. So we're going to use, we'll use a different voice though. Let's see. Mine goes like this. Says, I use it at the gym. Infectious disease control is the worst. Almost half the users are not wearing masks. Employees don't pay attention. Young people are chatting loudly. Employees don't pay attention. Some people may cough violently or have shortness of breath with no mask. A lot of things are being thrown into the air. Employees don't pay any attention. Disinfection of equipment is provided, but is the responsibility of the user. The staff will not alert you. There is a high risk of cluster infection occurring. 1 star.
And worst thing of all, he saw a wrestler grab a towel and wipe his ass with it, then hand it back.
Yeah, this person would lose their mind. And once again, the staff would not pay attention to that.
Look, I have to do it. So there is. Oh, here we go. I'm going to do another Ribera steakhouse thing.
Oh yeah. There's a bonus one.
There we go. I visited this restaurant about 3 times, and I don't think it's a coincidence, but all 3 times I felt ringing in my ears and passed out after eating. Then I started having stomach pains and feeling unwell, which lasted for about 5 days. He put himself through 15 days of this? What the fuck? We plan to consult with public health centers and food-related departments. 1 star.
Why would you go back? I don't understand. I've never gone to a restaurant. No, his food was great. He ate a lot of it, apparently. It made him sick. Ringing in his ears?
Yes.
And he passed out.
Did a wrestler put him in a chokehold while he was
eating? He got choked out. Oh, my God. Ooh, that was tremendous. Okay. So I guess I will start tonight. Sure. We'll see how that goes. But I don't care about talking about another Kenta match or whatever. This one's okay. But anyway, opening match of the show is Boltin Oleg versus Hiroshima. And we know how this is going to go. They both sprint to the ring, by the way. Knock it off, Boltin Oleg. Act like you've been there, you know? Yeah. So there's standard mat wrestling and escapes to start. And Boltin Oleg just dominates standing, says. Good one. So headlock suplex by Boltin Oleg. Take it easy, buddy. That's a little. Whoa. So the kid tries some chops but gets murdered. He dodges some offense and gets a few drop kicks in for a 2 count. But I don't know what I was typing too fast here. But he attacks Oleg with some kind of offense. Who gets out with he grabs Oleg, and then Oleg does that thing that Evil used to do, where he just fucking gets out of it, but by flexing his legs. The young lion goes flying. So I thought that was notable. So Evil used to do that all the time. It was great. So to guys like Shota Umino.
Yeah.
Anyway, gut wrenches, and then you can't, and the Boltin wins the match.
That's the name of that move, and I love it. Yeah, the Oleg just murdered this poor kid, and I was there for it. It was great. Mm-hmm. Next, we have Taka Michinoku, Yuya Uemura, and Taichi versus Tiger Mask, Togi Makabe, and Hiroshi Tanahashi. Yay!
Man, crowd loves Makabe, though, dude. Oof.
Oh my God, we're definitely Makabe down. Yeah.
He's not Tenzan. Come on.
I know, right? It's not like Tenzan or Kojima or Nagata are around. Like, get out of here. But what does Yuya do? He just grabs his title, walks up to Makabe right in his face. I've got a belt, bitch. Look what I've got. Walks up to fucking Tiger Mask. Yeah, see this? Walks up to fucking Tanahashi. Yeah, I'm a fucking champion. Man, that's so cocky. He's got his first bit of gold, and he thinks he's the king. He's king shit now, right?
He's the king of pro wrestling.
Pro wrestling, that's right. Yeah, provisional. You know, he's not there yet. Also, there's a good portion of this match I like because it's Makabe getting beat up for a while. So, that's pretty good. That's true. There's a pretty decent Tiger Bomb on Yuya Uemura as well. Taichi attacks Tanahashi by grabbing his flab, which I'm not sure I approve of, but I laughed regardless.
It's the Greco-Roman like spare tire hold or something.
Yeah. They do go nuts. You're right. When Makabe does his 10 punch and his double lariat. Yeah. And then Uemura just straight up whoops Tiger Mask's ass, diving cross body for the win, which makes Tiger Mask lower on the the totem pole than Taka Michinoku.
Yeah. Yeah, at this time, that is true. Taka was beating up Makabe in this match too, which I was like, that was really funny. So, also in this match, Taichi was trying to get in the ring to go like attack Tanahashi, who dragon screwed him Canadian style, and I'm like, fair enough. Like Zack Sabre Jr. and Taichi spent an entire summer just ripping his leg off, Tanahashi's leg off. So he's still mad about that.
Never forgive, never forget. Yeah,
right.
I get
fair enough. Next match, Luke, we have TMDK, all four of them, versus Great-O-Khan on the Cobb, Akira, and Newman. Great-O-Khan and Fujita start. They do wrestling. It's pretty good, man. And what's that?
There's 5 of them.
There's all 5 of them? Who am I missing?
No. You said all 4 of them, but there's 5. But
okay.
There's only 4 in the match. Sorry. Continue. I'll shut up.
All right. So then Zack Sabre Jr. and Akira just tear it up. You're talking about lights, not people in the match. But there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff in this match where we have like more than 2 wrestlers in the ring, which is really fun. A lot of that. No, that's not Great-O-Khan. That's Jeff Cobb. Great-O-Cobb. That's what I was about to say. He gets a great hot tag and runs wild on Nichols and Haste. It's really dope. He almost does his like double suplex thing, which was pretty cool. We get the Zack Sabre Jr. versus Cobb preview shit that we all want. Newman versus Zack Sabre Jr. is pretty good too, man. They're very similar body style, you know what I mean? So they kind of look the same, and they're both like British dudes, so it works out. This match just rules in general, though, no matter who's
it really
in
does.
It. And Oscutter, Newman's going to win, but Zack Sabre Jr. just catches his arm and breaks it off, and he wins. And then he says to Newman, "Nice try, dickhead."
Yes, he does. That's the thing. Like, how many times has Zack Sabre Jr. tapped out this poor young man?
He almost got it.
Yeah, he did. Dude, this was awesome. The only thing heartbreaking is just seeing Callum lose again. Please don't. Please make it stop. So there is that. Our next match, we have Jado, El Fantasmo, Hikuleo, El Desperado, and Shooter Umino versus I have to do it the way you do it now. I kind of like that.
Pretty quick,
it's
right?
Really nice. Yeah. Look. Oh my God, I have done really bad notes on this match. Let me take the next match. Yeah, okay, you do this one. Yeah.
All right, so we're on the hot match. Okay, so House of Torture, they roll out, and they make Dick Togo have to start the match with Hikuleo, which is pretty fun. And he gets all warmed up like he's going to fight him, and then just like begs for mercy. It's great. So
they make him look really dumb, but he's also like selling it too. It's fine. It shows off his chops really good. Yeah.
Hey, House of Torture save him, but it doesn't last long. And the whole babyface team eventually confronts Dick Togo and all hit atomic drops on him. It's really funny. So House of Torture do House of Torture things. They take over. We get heat on Desperado. Showed a hot tag. He beats up everybody and even does a somersault senton off the apron and does a come on, let's go. And and he's all fired up, but then Ren, he cut Shota off using the power of skullduggery, and everybody gets in the pool. Jado hits Green Killer on Ren Narita. Why?
Yeah,
why? That was dumb.
Come on, man! You've got Dick Togo right there.
Yeah, he's plenty of people that could get hit by that. That isn't him. But anyway, Evil breaks up the pin, so Evil had to save Ren Narita from getting pinned by Jado. That is not cool. So I didn't like that. But Jado gets the face lock on Ren. However, ref distraction. Push up bra! Ren pins Jado. I can't wait until some enterprising young babyface steals the push up bra. And Ren's reaction will be priceless. Somebody's got to do it at some point.
Yeah. That's got to happen. There's got to be something happening around. Like, someone's got to have the answer to dick-to-dick contact. Like, it has to be there. I'm just waiting. Like, it won't turn up until they're in a feud with like LIJ or Zack Sabre Jr. or something like that. But those two would be like, you know what? I'll wear a metal box. Yeah. I just want metal cock boxes. Come on, take the hint. I make them. You can order them from.
I custom paint them, to whatever you want. You make one for Evil, and it says President on it.
I will. Before I continue with the next match, just apologize for some of my notes over this show and the last show. I've had a few things in the family happen, and so a little distracted. So I do apologize.
Well, thank God you apologize. I was fucking getting pissed over.
Yeah, obviously you were. But, I know you're not. But listener might be just like, this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Yes, I did. However, watch every single second except for
Luke. You have credibility
at one match. Thank you.
In,
all right.
In the world of,
I just feel a little bad because I like to, bring my best every time, and now I feel like I'm Honma in shorts.
No, we never promised our best. We only promised adequate.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. All right, you've totally perked me up now. So, Luke, we're mediocre. Hey, yeah,
we don't have
the
to.
Man's right. All right. So next we have.
That's what we're striving for is mediocrity. So we're happy with that.
That's right. So next we have Tomoaki Honma tagging with two dorks, Goto and fucking Yoshihashi. Why couldn't he have been in the other match with Tanahashi and Tiger Mask, and then fucking Makabe team up with the dorks? The ending might not have been as fun. Anyway, that's probably because Makabe saw that finish, was like, no, I'm not doing that, brother. I'm stopping with Honma. I bet you that's how it went. Anyway, those three men are wrestling Taiji Ishimori, Chase Owens, and Kenta. And I purposely have short notes for this match because this feud is not fun, but the finish is awesome. So it's Kenta and Tomoaki Honma. And, Kenta's playing a little bit dead, but what he's also done as the rest distracted is he's grabbed the tag title at the last second. So boom, Kukeshi onto the title. It's fucking fun. I really like it. Then Psycho knee by Kenta, and Kenta pins Honma. Thank you, Kenta. To be fair, when I say this feud is kind of boring, Kenta is awesome and is probably like the brightest spot for me. And Ishimori as well, I guess. But he's not really in the feud. He's just tagging with the boys. But yes, Kenta has been a bright spot, and that match exists. And this feud needs to end.
Well, the fishermen are serious guys, and they let us know by beating up the Bullet Club after the match. No, you don't take our fishing pole. We ain't fish. But right. I did like there was a funny spot in this match where Goto's laid out. And Kenta looks at Chase Owens, and Chase Owens looks at him, and he's like, you want to? We could do it. Yeah, let's do it. And they try to do the little, hop over hip toss thing that they do. But Goto rolls out of the way because he invented that fucking stupid-ass move. So, I thought that was funny.
I just want to bring it up because it's fucking funny, and I've never forgotten it. All right, Goto's doing the hip toss spot. Yoshihashi's there, and then it's Yo waiting for his turn. Goes for Yoshihashi, hits it perfectly. Forgets Yo's coming and is late with the arm movement, and then Yo just kind of flips on top of the guy anyway. It was absolutely fucking amazing, and I just needed to bring that up again.
It's a crappy move, and it gets crappier every day, So it's funny. The reason that Kenta and Chase Owens couldn't do it is not because Goto rolled out of the way, really. It was because it's a crappy move. So
yeah. All right, man.
Kenta. Yes. Next, we have another match, which is a Gabe Kidd, Finley, and Gato versus Suji Naito and Shingo. And Marty is here, and Taichi is on commentary. And I'm hearing Taichi in my ears while I'm watching this. Oh, man. So there's a bunch of joking around at the beginning, but then Bullet Club attack because they are mean. And Naito wants Gabe Kidd to take his shirt off. He's like, come on. Because Gabe Kidd's been wearing this long sleeve shirt, which is just heat. It's just heat. It's just I don't like that. You look at it, it makes you pissed off at him for some reason. So
he looks like a fucking soccer hooligan,
That's been his thing. He used to be the skunk hooligan or whatever.
Green Street Saints. What's the name
something.
of that movie?
Oh.
Green Mean Street Hooligans. Someone knows.
Yeah, Green Street Hooligans. I think that's it, but I've never seen it.
And for some reason, it's got like Elijah Wood, and he goes to England and he gets caught up in soccer hooliganism as
Oh,
you
really?
do.
Okay.
See
I'll
Frodo
watch
kicking
that.
people
Oh, God.
because their team won, or because they're
Oh.
on the way to the game. Let's have a fight. Like,
Well, hey, you gotta support your team. What are you doing over there? Your team
I don't know,
sucks.
man. I couldn't give a
I'm
shit
gonna
about
punch
soccer.
you in the face. Anyway,
That's
so
why I
there's
call
a
it soccer, because it'll annoy all the football fans.
I-
More like
I'm-
soccer.
What about footy? Call it footy.
Yeah, we call
very
AFL footy here, so we don't mind that.
Oh,
in
do you know
Australia.
what footy is in America?
What?
It's when you play with someone's feet, like across the underneath the table.
We call that footsies.
Footsies, yeah. I
Yeah.
prefer to call it both. Anyway,
Fucking
okay.
gross.
I like this match. I'm not trying to avoid it. It's good. But anyway, so Gato and Naito wrestle, and it's tremendous. I love it. It's like just so good.
As soon as you see it, it's just like, Gato, you got to shave, mate. Why are you shaving?
All kinds of beard work, you know. LIJ, they like weather the initial like Bullet Club attack storm, and then Gato's left alone with them. And we get lots of beard work. Everybody fights. Gabe Kidd gets booed for yelling "fuck you" at the crowd, which is just makes him say it even more, which is fun. And we get a long heat section on Naito. We get a Never title preview match between Gabe Kidd and Shingo, and it's just fantastic. They come to a complete standstill as far as like stalemate is what I was looking for there. But it's great. So Kid acts like he loves ska for a sec, like he's gonna like yell ska ska ska, but he just says he just wants everyone to suck his dick. That's what he wants. So
that's right.
He lets them know that, and us, you know. But they
Line
fight.
Those
Those two fight till they're both dead, and it rules. And then now it's preview shit for Suji and Finley. So they take a minute to get on the same page. All right. At first, they're kind of like, we're all on fire, and they're not like quite on the same page. But then it's amazing. Gato tags in versus Suji. All right. He had his jeans blasted the other day. We get a hoe train on Gato, and Shingo suddenly loves ska. He takes a move from everyone. Gato does, right? And then Suji pins Gato again. Naito goes after the beard. After the bell, Gabe Kidd's all mad, but Finley takes it in stride, and Naito fucks with Marty while they're raising their hand. LIJ bark, and Shingo notes Taichi on commentary, and they talk a little shit, kind of. And Shingo's reaction to looking up and seeing Taichi there was like, you know.
You are a sometimes rival of me. I have shiny gold, and I'm like, I want to go to there. Let me have that match. Yes, but maybe not. I don't know, man. I want everyone to have a fucking never shot. What do you do with Great Khan now? Yeah, let him fight the winner of Kid versus fucking Shingo. Well, hell, I just want everyone to have a Yoda Suji.
Yeah,
maybe? I don't know.
I've come to the conclusion that Great Khan is a mid-card guy that's kind of like Taichi, where he's never going to win the big title, and that's all right. He's just going to have some mid-card titles and just fucking entertain us every time he's out there.
Yeah. But fuck, he's awesome. I love him, and that's all that matters. Hey, by the way, the good thing about the Never Open title is New Japan sees that as a mid-card title, and thus, guys that we love that are in the mid-card can have our favorite title. So I'm not dissuaded or dejected that Great Khan is never going to be IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. Tremendous. I don't care. Put Never Gold on this guy and not the snake one, the fucking good one.
The real one.
So, yeah.
Those are the always 6-man championships, by the way.
Fuck yeah. Yeah. All right. So next, we have a really cool junior tag team title match. It is Hiromu and Bushi versus the War Juniors, Clark Connors and Drill Maloney.
What did you think of the video package? Did you take any notes about the video package? Because
I didn't, man. What'd you say?
It's like it's really fun and upbeat, and there's like this barking dog theme in the background the whole time that is just cracking me up, because this has been the match is what this has been. Like, this feud has just been about barking. So
dude. And Chumpy, he's here again to ref this really fun, fast-paced, awesome match. Oh my god, there's an early on Hiromu on the outside. So and as the count is happening, Clark Connors just grabs him and throws him even further away, and then goes back into the ring, which should have broken up the count, but I don't care. Hiromu gets back in anyway, so it doesn't matter.
He wasn't counting Clark out; he was counting Hiromu out. So
you never know. You never really know with New Japan, because for me, you and I were talking like, hey, they've never been champs. Bushi and Hiromu together, junior tag champs. Hey, let's go. Maybe this is a direction we could go in, because Hiromu was tag champ. We don't have to worry about him winning Best of Super Juniors for the fucking 5,000th millionth time. I want someone new this year. I did get that last year, but I want it again every time.
Poor Master Blog.
I know. I miss him so fucking bad, man. I wish he was around. So yes, so I was kind of in that mindset. So that's where my head was. I thought, all right, but I guess Hiromu is still on his losing streak, man. It's like, all right. One thing I do notice in the last few matches, even especially in the big matches, is I like Driller, but I love Clark Connors, because not only is he like a fucking bump machine, but this guy is a Canadian innovator. I'm going to take normal moves and then Canadianize it. He's the future of Canada right now. Fucking Justin Trudeau, what is that his name? Fucking he should have Clark Connors on the phone going like, hey, how do we fix up all these problems? Or how do we solve all these issues? He's got the fucking...
Connors will cross the border and take care of it,
That's it. Spear, fucking body slams, anything, any kind of move. He's just experimenting now, isn't he? He's just like, will this work for the Canadian style? Yeah, it will. Which means when he does one of these power moves, it's always on the fucking apron, so it's fucking devastating. One thing I also want to point out is, yes, Hiromu is in this match, but yes, he's been given this kind of like losing streak story. So what New Japan has kind of been highlighting Bushi a lot more, which is nice. And I think he's been fucking awesome lately.
Always good.
He's always good, but you give him a few fucking good wins and stuff. Right. You heat him back up,
shine him up a little bit,
and suddenly you don't sit there going, "All right, Bushi's here, 1, 2, 3. All right, let's go." Instead, you're just like, "Hey, you beat Hiromu a couple weeks ago, and he had another pretty cool win. Like, all right, let's go. Let's fucking go." He's awesome in this. He gets a fucking couple near falls. There is a massive a driller killer right at the end of this match though, which takes Bushi the fuck out. And then Hiromu, he's eating all the... Isn't it... What a wild time to be alive, where it's not fucking Bushi eating the pins for this match. It's Hiromu, which is kind of nice sometimes, because, I know he's a more top guy than Bushi, but sometimes it's nice to have Bushi not jumped out so much. I don't know, I like him. And he seems a bit more motivated because, he's getting to do some 1, 2, 3s more often on actual, wrestlers. Anyway, it's a full clip though on Hiromu, and the champs retain. And I didn't quite get the story I want, but I'm not mad. I really like the World Juniors tag team. They're fucking gnarly, and they're dominating the division at the moment. So I'm interested to see where it goes. They've beaten Hiromu now. Pitting Hiromu in a tag match is pretty big. Catch 2-2, they defeated them. Man.
Maloney pinned Naito the other day. I mean,
dude,
I'm not gonna forget about that, right? So
yeah,
that Drilla Killa was Bushi had the Bushi roll on. I think Connors and Maloney walks over and picks him up and flips him off, bam, right down into the. And it was fantastic, man.
That's fucking gnarly, man. Yeah,
it was awesome. So not only did they pin Hiromu, but they laid out Bushi. I mean, they fucking won. Definitively, right?
Belts or bodies. Well, they've got the belts, so all they need is the bodies. Yeah.
Well, there was something to happen in the middle of this match. I think I could be wrong, but I feel like that maybe Hiromu got a, knock loopy or something for a little bit, because there was a long period where they were just kind of leaving him alone, and he was the legal man. And Chumpy's talking to him, and Chumpy's talking to Drilla, and Chumpy's talking to him, and I'm like, what's going on? So I hope he's okay. It just seemed like maybe it wasn't that. Maybe something else was going on. Maybe somebody forgot a spot or something. I don't know. It just felt like there was something right in the middle where it was so weird. And I'm like, why are you standing there, Marty? He's like way too close to the action. I thought he was going to get bumped. He didn't.
It's all right.
No.
Bushi knows what to do. Get in there and get his ass kicked. There you go. So I didn't notice some of that. So I'm glad you picked up on it because all I saw was like, man, they fucking.
I mean, that could be wrong, but it's just like there's like a double down at one point. It just felt really unnatural, and it was like, are they just giving somebody time here? And I felt like that was the case, you know. So,
Yeah.
But I could be wrong. But I don't know, man. I'm pretty happy about that match.
It's really good.
It's all about this next match, right?
Oh my god!
It's the main event. It's IWGP Junior Heavyweight Title match. It's what did you think of the video package where Doki? It's about Doki and how awesome he is.
We live in an era where we're seeing a face video package for the main event match. Doki is in it. He is the face, and it's all about dude. That was my shit. I kind of marked out for it big time. Come on.
So it's Doki versus Sho. What'd you think of Doki's new big match gear? Did that have you thinking maybe? You know?
Of course. Yeah. Look, we even went into this, and even I'm messaging you going like, even I'm on the tweet even going like, look, Doki's losing, but I will lose my fucking mind if he wins. I know he's losing. I'm set up. It's fine. But you see that gear, and you're like, but I mean, what if? Ooh, maybe. I don't know why I did Dr. Evil there. $1 million.
1 million Dokis. But there's only one Doki. What am I talking about?
Yeah, it's true.
So Sho gets on the mic, right? And he's bitching. At first, I think he's bitching that Taichi's out here on commentary because he's like, what the fuck? You know, he's going to attack me and cheat. And but then it's all kind of a ruse because Doki has the contract, right? And Sho grabs the contract from him and tries to eat it. Because if he eats it, it's null and void.
That's right.
That's how that works.
Can't even sticky tape the torn pieces back together. It's turds out. That's gone.
Hey, even if he poops it out, it's not coming back, man. I mean, not even Marty can put that back together. So, but Doki beats him up for that, right? And Red Shoe's like, okay, ring the bell, right? Which is great. So it's now an official match, and the crowd's like, oh, okay. So we get some really good, like, great juniors wrestling, but Sho can't let that happen for long.
No.
He immediately leaves the ring, right? So Doki goes out there, and it's like, I'm going to break your leg. Starts putting his leg through the fucking guardrails and fucking his leg up. He gets the Asai moonsault, but Sho throws a young lion at Doki, who falls and starts selling his leg, all right? This is a juniors match, my friend. This is as juniors as it gets right here as far as the psychology of it. So Sho takes Doki to section H, all right, and uses a non-folding chair on his leg, which looks painful and not in a good way.
It's fuck your leg time.
Exactly. So Sho tries to rip Doki's leg off for quite some time. He hits knee smashes. He hits knee DTs. He hits stomps and the like. He hits a knee bar.
and the like.
It's great. He has a knee bar on. So he's got like Doki's foot like right here. So he puts his shirt over Doki's foot like it's going to trap it for longer. It's like extra leverage.
Extra stank or something. And I'm just like, what are you doing,
Oh, my God. While he's doing that,
anyway.
The crowd is chanting Doki's name as loud as they can. And it is fucking awesome, dude. So Doki hits a low drop kick. And for a moment, they're both just laying there going, oh, my leg. And I'm like, New Japan Pro Wrestling Juniors. It's great.
That's our juniors.
Oh, man. So they get into some dope reversal wrestling. Doki gets a knee bar in, and Sho's going to tap out. But, oh, my God, there he is. That piece of shit Kanemaru appears. But Taichi just gets up from commentary. But guess what? Dick Togo's behind him and chokes him out.
I know, right? They thought of that, too.
Oh, man. So Dick Togo takes Taichi's headset and is now on Japanese commentary for a few minutes, which is funny. So... oh, man. There's a ref distraction and a ref bump. House of Torture attack. But then just 5 guys attack. Except Sonata's not out here. So, they like Taichi somebody headbutts Yuya in the dick. It must be, I don't know who did that, but somebody did that. So, and then Taka takes the karate chop to the dick. Thank goodness it wasn't Doki. There's a hoe train on Doki, And then Dick Dodoki contact. Boo. Boo. I was very upset. You know, I mean, come on, man. We know what the finish is. We don't got to do this to him. But it's all right. He'll get some modicum of revenge. But so Sho hits a backstabber for 2, and Milano is beside himself rooting for Doki. And I love it, man. A big Doki chance from the crowd. He counters the cross-arm pile driver into the Doki Choki, and I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go. But back into the pile driver for a near fall. Shock arrow into the Doki Choki. The bell rings and Doki wins. Oh, fuck. It was Dick Togo. And we get another chump bump, another round of House of Torture beatdown.
Charity isn't well versed in House of Torture early bell rings. So Charity marked out thinking Doki had won the title. And I was like, no. That was House of Torture. The match is still going. She's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, trust me. It's yeah.
Got to smarten her up to the early bell, you know. But so we got another round of beatdowns, and then Taichi has been handcuffed to the rails, but we didn't see that really. So I guess Dick Togo choked him out, then handcuffed him to the rails early at the beginning of the match, but we didn't notice. So now he's late for a spot. Because they're brawling in the ring, just waiting for him to come in and take everybody out. But he's stuck to the fucking guardrails, and so a young lion has to come over and really help out. They get him finally. So just 5 guys beat the fuck out of Dick Togo. They hit him with Taka to Dick contact. What do you think of that?
I tweeted that out, and Walker retweeted it.
Oh, did he? Okay. Yeah. I thought I was being I guess everybody thought of that. But anyway.
Yeah, Taka to Dick contact. Oh, hell yeah.
So just 5 guys. We just got that happen. Just 5 guys fucking do the planches to the outside. The place is rocking. Doki. And Sho gets a spanner, but Doki pulls out a brand new pole.
Yes! Yeah! Dude, pole Dodon. Oh my god.
You're gonna get he does the backpack gory stunner with the fucking pole. It's crazy. Kenta Sato's out now. He's the ref, right? So Doki gets his swinging suplex thing for 2. He sets up for suplex de la Luna. He hits it, but Kanemaru pulls the fucking ref out. Oh my god, I was so mad.
You can imagine what I thought when that happens. I was like, you mother... Man. Kanemaru, you son of a bitch.
I was so mad. So he pulls the ref. Fuck. Doki takes out Kanemaru, but suddenly another asshole appears. Ren Narita pulls Doki's mask down, revealing his face to the world, and push-up bra! He throws Sho, who is also dead, on top of Doki, who is dead, and wakes up Kenta Sato. Sho gets the win. They're both dead. And Sho has to give his winning promo while he's laying down and celebrate because he's dead. And Ren holds the mic to his face. That was amazing. Loved it.
Wow, look at that. You've just given Doki a pretty fucking good story leading into the best of the Super Juniors. He wants revenge on Sho. They're in the same block, by the way. So you don't even need Doki to win the tournament. You can just have Doki pin Sho and that wins again.
Maybe everybody else.
Yeah, and maybe everybody else. So hey, he not only did he lose, he got humiliated, demasked, and then he got double crossed, by.
He's on a path to destruction now.
So Doki, of destruction. Doki's gonna be pissed, and I'm there for it. I'm ready to ride the Doki roller coaster at the best of the Super Juniors, and
I love the return of the pole. This match had 20 steps to it, and it's
he pretty much said to Sho, that's not a knife. Fucking
right.
This is a knife.
They actually did swing them at each other and flip them and stuff too. It was great because Doki's pole's usually all fucked up from hitting the guardrail. This is brand new, and it's I don't know. I thought
thought they put Doki over big time. He's in the main event and the crowd's going bonkers for him. I'm like, oh my god, that's great. So, I don't know. I knew he wasn't winning, but I'm so happy he had this spot and he crushed it and it just worked. And he got to get all his major offense in, so he got to look strong in defeat. And
he hit his finisher. He was going to win, it was... Oh.
Man. I think I was more heartbroken when Kanemaru and Doki didn't win the junior titles of Catch 2-2, and I'm all right with it now. But that still love that match, even though they lost. But I really wanted them to win at the time. I knew Doki wasn't winning, but still,
You know, he
I'm not.
is a winner in our hearts. But if he starts
Exactly.
winning, you won't like him anymore. So it's true.
Hey, don't you dare say that. I know one wrestler who won a shit ton, and I think he's awesome. And it was Jay White.
Yeah,
I got to see him win a lot.
I mean,
He also had our title too for a little bit, so
yeah, he did.
That was pretty good. I do like that. I do like this show. We had 2 really good nights of wrestling Dontaku or Dontaku / Satsuma no Kuni.
Yeah, there's 2 more too on May 3rd and 4th, maybe, I think. Something like that.
All right. Yep, I'll be catching up with one of those because I have Charity's Uncle Sing to go to. So, yes, I will miss one of those shows live. But otherwise, I'm going to watch the shit out of them. Can't wait.
April was an okay month as far as wrestling goes. There's a lot of good shit. You know what I mean? We'll see.
Yeah,
May's going to start off with the Fukuoka shows, and so that'll be fun. There's that's where Dolph Ziggler is going to face Tanahashi, and he is on both those shows, by the way. John Moxley versus Ren Narita, Shingo versus Kid, shit like that.
Absolutely. So yes, those matches are all happening, but I don't think we can talk about those as we watch them because it's diary time, Mr. Dude.
That's my name, Mr. Dude.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I know. We've done 200 million of these. I know what your name is, Mr. Man. All right, it's episode 531 of Our President, Hiroshi Tanahashi. And Jay sends us these. They're New Japan Pro Wrestler Diaries that you get if you're a member of New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, so, shout out to our favorite listener, Jay.
That's it. Thank you, Jay. Now, if you've ever seen Tweeties for these and thought, what even are these? Well, the Never Podcast has your back because I read them every show. We're doing Tanahashi. This is March 28th, 2024. Let's do it.
What about this picture, Luke, where it's like Tanahashi is on an exercise ball, right?
Yeah.
And he's like squeezing it with his thighs, and it just says hi on it, like HIGH.
That's right. It's a green ball, too. So,
read into that what you want.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But it is a certain day. Having to tie my necktie every day is quite a hassle. I know how to tie it, but I can't create that dimple in the middle that you see in the fashion magazines. Damn! After trying several times, I gave up and headed to work. I often say I have never given up from the day I was born, but this time I've been beaten like a dog. A surprisingly powerful has appeared. And in brackets, he's got Tanahashi with the X and versus necktie with the circle, because that's how they do it on the website. Yeah, so once arriving at the office, we have a morning assembly at 10 o'clock. And for me, it's the most nervous I get throughout the day. I start thinking, what should I talk about today? After each department has finished reporting, it is time for the executives to have their say. The staff member turned it over to us, but Chairman Sugibayashi had nothing to say, so he passed it over to me. Oh no, it's my turn. I want to say something that will increase everyone's motivation at work. All right, I'll high five flow you if you don't fucking hurry up. I'll put you in a JTO. Bitch, I'm the ace.
Wrestle Kenta at Wrestle Kingdom,
Yeah. If you search for morning assembly speeches, you will find many templates. There's no point in just reading them verbatim. They're too generic. I have to say what I really feel, tap into current events, and incorporate it into a memorable morning speech. Hell yeah. Everybody, let's go. I'm sure I'll be able to release a book one day with my collection of memorable speeches. It's sure to be filled with maxims and anecdotes to make your working day more fulfilling. Try not to get too excited. I sat down behind the president's desk, as is my routine, and started up my laptop, quickly checking the various emails sent from each department. It's probably a million from Watto going, hey, you want to hang out?
Hey, what's up, buddy? What you
Yeah.
doing?
That's it.
Look at my bike.
Taguchi doesn't want any more. Sorry. Okay, all caught up. Today, I have a meeting with the bank from noon. When the company appoints a new president, the bank they do business with usually requests an interview with him or her. Today will be the third time. I went to the conference room and wait for my counterpart. It was a branch manager and two bank employees. We sat down facing each other and had a discussion about the future direction of the company. This bank interview is not just a matter of saying hello because the president has changed, but rather whether the president of the company receiving the loan is a person worthy of trust. By the third time, I would have thought they got a decent idea of the man they were lending to.
What does he mean? He's like, I have to go meet with these guys. This is the third time. Does that mean it's the third time that New Japan's met with them? It's the third time he's meeting with them? Who is meeting?
After saying goodbye, I stroked my pectoral muscles in relief. What the fuck?
What does that look like?
Oh my god.
That's
like that?
Silly.
I'm trying not to make it look too erotic, but come on, man, look at me.
Sexy. I was reading the Wrestler Diaries, so
all right.
I'll watch that on YouTube later.
There you go.
Or not. Let's see.
You will. I need to develop my upper pectoral muscles much more. The fact that I can still touch my chest is embarrassing. Sometimes when I get a headache, I turn to muscle training to escape from reality. Tanahashi, X. Interview, circle. Man, next up is a podcast recording in the afternoon. Why do I feel so relieved when I see Mashimo's face? It's seriously soothing. It's like a form of healing. When I return to the president's desk, Nakagomi-kun, who was in charge of the schedule, arrived. Mr. Tanahashi, the deadline for the Oketamachi script is coming up soon. Thank you. I'll write it and send it to you right away. However, I didn't finish writing the manuscript until the day after the deadline. Tanahashi lost versus the deadline.
He lied. He just lied to that lady.
Yeah.
What a dick.
Fuck. Hey, President, you need to do this. I will. President.
I will.
Yeah. That's right. He's going to George R. Martin this shit. I'll do it. Yeah, it's coming.
Well, it's just like a boss to just tell you what you want to hear and then do whatever they want.
Yeah. That's a really good idea, Luke. Doesn't do it ever. All right, well, fuck you. It's that must have happened to everyone in every workplace. Back to my desk. I am replenishing with some New Japan branded protein. Am I done for the day? No, it's probably because it's free, right? No. On this day, I have to attend a movie premiere in the evening, so I have to leave the office 30 minutes early. As I was packing up my things, I walked towards the exit of the office, announcing in a presidential fashion that I was going to a movie premiere. I was trying to reassure everyone that I was not seeking out early and going home. Who exactly am I trying to reassure?
Yeah, exactly, Tanahashi. Everyone's like, okay, boss, get the fuck out of here. That's how I am. When my boss is like, okay, I guess I'll leave. I'm like, okay, fucking do it.
Yeah. Now I can get some fucking work done. Or, by work, I mean, like, let's watch some shit.
Watching YouTube videos, yeah. So that's what work is. And so, like, Tanahashi's standing by his office announcing he's leaving, but he's not leaving early, waiting for someone to notice, and they're all just standing there like, yeah, bro, fuck off.
Get the fuck out, yeah. We're not friends. You just pay me. Get out of here. I kind of like hanging out here without you in it.
Can't watch YouTube videos while the ace is around unless they're of him.
Yeah, that's right.
What you guys watching? Oh, it's just Suzuki versus Tanahashi again, Yeah,
that's right. And then actually Tanahashi's like, I think I lost that one. You're in trouble. You have to stay back. Anyway, actually had to go to the premiere with him because he's going to see one of those terrible Ghostbusters movies. I arrived at the theater for the movie Ghostbusters, and by the time I finished watching it, it was 9 p.m. That feeling that I haven't been able to go to the gym today comes and goes. I want to go to the gym. Maybe I'll take the rest of the day off, wake up early, and go to the gym before work. Yes, that sounds good. Tomorrow I'll do it properly.
Oh my God.
Tanahashi lost training.
Wow.
This is how I've been. He's losing a lot, but
Yeah.
that's poor man. Man, someone's got
He's
to.
doing the job for New Japan,
That's right.
and we appreciate it.
That's it. This is how I've been spending my days. The pain in my right ankle has disappeared, and I am recovering well. It looks like I will be able to return to the ring soon. You away from the ring? Oh yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. In the Nemeth match.
Yeah, he hurt his. He got ouchie ankle.
Yeah, that's true. However, it requires a strong will. I want to get into the ring in good condition. President, wrestler, both are 100%. I have nothing to say to the man, but please give a little more time to lol. Next time, I'm going to do it. And this week's pick, it has what looks to be Tanahashi busting for a piss with the door shut, and the caption underneath goes, "Hurry up," because I bet you Yo's in there.
Again! He's in there again. You know it's him. It's him.
Yeah. There's a man, like, I don't know why you get Tanahashi to fucking do Diaries, because he's got an interview series they put called Aces High on the New Japan website for free all the time anyway. Like,
I don't know. I'm glad he did it. I like that diary. That was great. It was all self-deprecating, and we got like a little like look at what his day's like as a he didn't talk about wrestling because no one ever does, but it's interesting to hear what his day's like as a president, how he's just blowing everybody off, acting like it's cool, fucking going to the movies.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, and then like slacking off as far as working out too, and massaging his pectorals when he's happy
in relief. Oh fuck yeah!
And he's mad that he can even touch his pecs because he should be so buff he can't, right? That's why he wears those arm covers. He's self-conscious, but he's fucking posting pictures of his arms on Instagram all day, every day. So it's like. Which is a ton of
Taichi's got him like this going.
That was pretty funny, man.
All right. Because I must do something that no one wants to hear about, I'm going to end the show.
Hurry up.
All right. Yeah, exactly. But just in case there's anything Mr. Andy would like to add, go to We Trust.